Okay, good morning. This is 15 Minutes with Blake. I'm your host, Blake Linklater, and on the show today is Peter Faleskini. Did I say that right, Peter?
Faleskini, almost correct.
Faleskini. Perfect. Awesome. So pleasure having you today. Why don't you go ahead and tell us, what you do, what you've done before, and a little bit about your business and yourself.
Okay, first, thank you for the invitation. And let me start with I was average business person, grinding all the time, believing that being more productive is better. Um, I was for like 20 years, I was often sleep deprived, working all the time, not taking care about my diet. And I was working in investment banking for most of my career. And then about 5 years ago, I experienced burnout. And body just told me, okay, you have to stop. Something is wrong. I was severely overweight and doing all the things wrong. The biggest mistake was never take time for wellness, just for sickness. And that is how I started exploring first how life should be settled in sustainable way, how we should organize our practice, what we should plan first. So right now my day is planned around the most important meal of my day, that is lunch for me, and around my weightlifting exercise or Pilates exercise that I do every day. And then I plan everything else around it. So every Sunday, I know what I will eat for the whole week. I know if I will fast for a day or two, and all other meetings are just scheduled around this.
Cool. So, that's cool because I knew I should have worked out today. I work about 3 times a week. That's plenty. Well, it's enough for me. And I was like, today, I'm like, I know I should go in the morning. I didn't. Thought I could have an opportunity in the afternoon. I didn't want to go. I'm like, I'll just go tomorrow, and I'll go like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday is my 3 times. But I should have went today because just energetically, it energizes me. And there's been ad- a few admin things that have drained me today. Um, so very interesting. But why don't you tell us what do you do? Like, what exactly do you do then?
So right now I'm developing organ wellness retreat.
Okay.
Uh, organ is something that was discovered by Dr. William Reich in the late 40s, early 50s. And it is, he described it as a special kind of energy. I would describe it as a special kind of information that helps human cells um, be their best version of it. If so, we would call it like healing, and all
Mhm.
the organs and all the systems in our body, because of the influence of this information to the body, starts healing or stops degeneration process, and also helps with longevity, and also very important our psyche.
Okay. Cool. So to date, then, like, what's been your biggest success?
The biggest success we have is that we have healed cancer patients that were written off by the general hospitals.
Okay. And how about your biggest failure? Biggest failure.
We have similar failures. A lot of people that is not willing to combine organ wellness with psychotherapy basically fails in both departments.
What is what's psych therapy?
It's there are many ways, like classical shrink, or we have medical psychotherapy, we have a lot of coaching and similar. But if people are not willing to change their lifestyle, their well-being will not change. And when I'm talking about lifestyle, is also so I also believe that uh, our thought patterns, our grunges, all this is part of our lifestyle.
So let's say, like, I don't know, I'm some one of your potentially an ideal client. I got some issues. I reach out to you. Um, like, what does that process look like then? Do you have an intake? Like, how does that work? I call
Yeah.
you up, and yeah, just walk the audience through that process.
So the first part is just talking to each other so that we see if you are ready to make a change in your life. Because if you are looking for a blue pill, so just eat something and everything will be fine, then we might not be the perfect match. However, if you are willing to change, if you're willing to change your patterns, if you're willing to change your habits, and if you are willing to forgive, most our clients, or the most difficult thing that we come across is that clients need to forgive themselves and people around them or in their business for all the wrongdoings and other, let's say, problems. So if there is no intention to forgive and change and go differently about the life, then we'll after the first hour we'll just say sorry. You have to work on that. We cannot go around it.
How do like I mean, because I do some coaching too, and I work as a financial advisor. How does, in your opinion, how does one know if they're ready? I mean, lots of people say they're ready, but when it comes down to do the work, they're not really ready.
Uh, I go, what I see as a most important thing is, are they willing to believe that there is a solution? If they believe
Yes.
that there is a solution,
Hmm.
then this is a first step. And
But
then, sorry.
yeah, okay, keep going. Yep, keep going.
So if they believe, because there are a lot of potential clients that they do not believe that the solution exists in this world, and they would just uh, they're stubborn, and they said, okay, there's no solution, I just need a proof that nothing can be done. That is not in what they're saying, but that is what they communicate.
Hmm.
um, if we see that there is a way, then and they are eager to change, then we just need to um, help them with motivating them in the right way and convincing them that there is a higher force, or however you want to call it, that enables them the change.
Okay. How long are your typical retreats then?
Retreats are set for 5 days. It's a turnaround. However, our coaching is usually either 6 or 12 sessions. It depends what we're doing. And in the most difficult cases, we have more than one coach, so that different topics are discussed with different coaches.
Hmm. So those 6 or 12 sessions, are they spread out over like 12 months, 6 months, or does it say 3 months, or does it vary?
We usually go for a quick turnaround, so usually it's a 6 week coaching session, so once a week.
And you can promise, or you can get the results that they need in the 6 weeks then.
What we don't promise a result as such. We
Hmm.
promise them to steer them the right way so that they will be able to achieve the result, to get the help they need, based on what we what we discuss and we help them discover within themselves. We identify their biggest obstacles to their success, well-being, healthy relationships, and then we recommend where they should work more on, which is the topic that they need to work on.
Okay, cool. So I mean, like, I'm going to pivot a little bit. You've had quite a successful business right now. What did you do to get there? Like, what were some of the action steps you took to build the businesses that you've had, including this one?
So previous businesses were all planned to the last details. This business is just happening somehow.
Mhm.
uh, I deliberately did not want to plan anything, and I still don't plan anything, and everything just comes together because what I'm doing now is I take a lot of time off so that
Mhm.
my vibration or frequency is the one that matches clients and that I am the best version of myself. And if all my businesses previously were structured to be the best fit for the market, the best fit for the client, and so on, I'm just the best version of myself. This might seem selfish, but people like people that are happy, content,
Mhm.
have their life some kind of sort together, so they have someone to look up to.
That's cool. Like, so, you said you take a lot of time off. So, like, how much time do you take off in a year, or how many? Yeah, how much time do you take off in a year? I'm sure many of the listeners will be curious.
Yeah, at least 2 months in how say in two segments of 30 days, and then I work maximum 4 hours a day and maximum 4 days a week.
Okay, so you're living the 4 hour work week. Well, no, you're not. You're living the
No,
4 hour
that's
day,
work
not
week.
the four
It's a
hour work
20
week.
hour. It's 16 to 20 hour work week.
Okay. Do you have any help with you? I mean, I can see the skeptic and people are going to be like, "Oh, he's got tremendous help with them or whatnot." But
Yeah,
yeah.
I have huge support team, and especially when the cases get tough and guys would need go from coaching to therapy. I don't do therapy. I'm certified for some kind of therapies, but I always transfer to other therapists or coaches based on where they're located, because the therapy is even more culturally conditioned than coaching.
Cool. Where are you out of? I'm curious. Where do you
Excuse me.
live, or what
Right
country are you
now, right now, I'm putting together first retreat in Slovenia.
Okay.
However, most of my coaching clients are from Florida.
From Florida?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. How did that happen?
Um, I used to be so. I used to work a lot in Switzerland, where I was doing a private banking, and then I moved to that's Cambridgeshire in UK, and
Yeah.
somehow UK and Florida is connected because of the weather, probably.
Okay. Cool. We're coming up, I know, near the end. I always like to keep these around 15 minutes. What do you think has been one key to your success?
Basically, just perseverance and not giving up despite of all the mistakes and mishaps and things that happen to me.
Perfect. What makes you, so there's a lot of coaches out there, a lot of whatever in any field, pick your field, but in your field specifically, a lot of retreats, things. What makes you different from all the others?
I made all the mistakes in my life before because I'm not someone that came from heaven. I made all the mistakes in the business, so I feel you. I understand how you feel and how you go about it. So I'm not the best because of my best knowledge, but I can really relate to every client because I made all the mistakes.
Perfect. Okay, cool. All right. So, lastly, what's one action step my listeners can take to help them get there closer to their goals or avoid burnout? One action step that they can take that you would recommend they do.
What I would recommend as a first step would be get in shape.
Okay. Cool. What do you mean, like get in shape? Like, I mean, I exercise, and can you, I guess, can you numberize it? Can you?
Yes.
Is it more just yoga, like someone who maybe walks but they're in bad shape? I don't know. Maybe they could be, but
No,
tell me how you would define it.
okay. For ladies, their body fat should be below 25, 27%. For men, body fat should be below 18%.
Okay. All right. I got some work to do on that then. I'm not below 18. Um, Perfect. Cool. Well, look, I mean, pleasure speaking with you today. Great hearing a little bit about the business and what contributed to your success. If someone's looking to get in touch with you, they're looking for some help in various things, how can they get a hold of you?
The best way is through LinkedIn. I'm most active on LinkedIn. So just type in Peter Faleskini and you will get my profile. Get in touch, send DM, and myself or my assistant will get in touch and will schedule a call.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, again, I'd love to hear what you guys think. This is 15 minutes with Blake and with Peter Faleskin. And let us know what you thought. Share the podcast. Um, Comment below and let us know what you thought. And again, you can reach me on all social media channels and Peter on LinkedIn. Peter, it's a pleasure having you, and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you for the invitation.
Perfect.